Hello everyone, this is Yellow Man, and today it's about organizing. Well, you might say, "Oh, Mr. Yellowman, you have such an awesome storage. It's made by Copper Golems and it's original and it's the most best awesome storage of all time." You guys don't need to pat my back. I will do it myself. Well, no, actually, it's not about the sorting system. It's about this guy, my ender chest. Like it looks quite ugly. And well, when you want to organize your ender chest, you better color code your shulker boxes. Therefore, we need to dye them. And to dye them, we need to have, well, of course, dyes, duh. And to have dyes, well, we need flowers. So, let's quickly talk about Minecraft dyes. Well, we have 16 dyes, which we can get the white dye quite easily from this guy, bone meal. Well, you might say, oh, but you can also get them from the Lily of the Valley. Well, if you do some math, let's say my sweet bone meal farm is going to give me a shulker of bone meals in about 10 minutes, right? To get Lily of the Valley, I need to spend about another 10 minutes to spend all these bone meals on the Lily of the Valley. And with that, what I'm gonna get is like a shulker and a half of the Lily of the Valleys. So 20 minutes in total to get a shulker and a half white dye. While I can just spend that 20 minutes in my bone meal farm, and guess what? I'm gonna get two shulker boxes. So it's much more efficient to use this bone meal farm because it's technically a quad bone meal farm. You see, like we have four modules. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with bone meal for the white dyes. Then for the black dye, what we're gonna do is just we would use this guy, let's see. Well, we don't have any. That's fine. We'll use wither roses. What a flex, imagine. You killing all those withers. Oh, Mr. Yellow, what are you doing? You must need a lot of beacons. That's why you're killing all these withers? No, I just need black dice. Well, with that, we're going to sort out light gray and gray. Therefore, there will be, 14 more dice, which is actually fine because we get brown from this guy, which is the cocoa beans, which is, well, actually the only source of brown dye. So, yeah, we'll just stick with our only option. Then, for, well, hold on a second. Can I also get from oxidases? No, oxidases is gonna give me lightweight. That's fine. For a second, I thought I can get what white dye from. Yeah, there we go. I thought for a second that I can get white dye from the oxidases as well, which still doesn't really change anything. Anyways, so now we have white, light gray, gray, black, and brown. For the red, we just stick with the rose bushes. I don't care about stupid poppies. I can just burn them. I don't care about poppies. I need my iron farm to just give me iron, as it is doing. It actually has been some time that I haven't seen any golems spawning in. Let me see. There is a couple blocks missing from here. No, there is nothing. For a second, I thought that there were stuff missing. Which, well, anyways, I'm going to move my iron farm soon. Now, as I was saying, for the red we use rosebush because it is a tall flower, so we can just bone meal it and it's going to duplicate it. Same for the sunflower. So now red, yellow, and orange is going to be sorted out. With lilac and peony, we can just get magenta and pink. And I'm not really worried about the green dye because I have already traded a shulker full of green dye with Sobi with some cherry wood, which is actually weird because that guy is living literally in the cherry biome. I don't know how much more cherry wood he needs, but yeah. So we can get lime and green with that one, which means there are only four colors remaining, which they all rely on this guy, corny flowers. Because cyan and who is giving me get lost, you LA. And this guy is just finding every single bamboo laying anywhere and just give them to me. Get lost. Go get a job. Actually, well, to be fair, his job is to bring me bamboo. Poor guy. Anyways, what I was saying, yeah. So we need cornflowers because cyan and light blue, blue and purple. Um, they all rely on blue. Well, of course, we can use the other flower that I really don't remember its name to get the purple directly. Same as the swamp flowers to get light blue, but that's fine. We can just use blue. I don't want to make a flower from everywhere in the world. I think I'm just gonna stick with the cornflower. So now, let's find a meadow and build our cornflower farm over there. Behold the cornflower farm. Alright, so this is actually my own design. Well, I mean, the flower farm are just platforms which you push with piston. It's not really a crazy design, but what is interesting about this one is with just press the note block, it's going to push it, dispense a bone meal, and push it back. Therefore, I can just spam this note block with my weird looking clock, and then what happens is pushes, dispense, pulls, and yeah, that's basically it. It's going to give me a lot of coniflowers. Also, it's gonna give me tons of seeds and wildflowers. That's why I set up this filter, which is gonna give me coniflowers. And I'm not really converting them into bone meals because if I burn, let's say, a stack of bone meal, I will get a slightly more than one stack of coniflower, but then I will also get about plus 3 stacks of white flowers and seeds, which in that combined 7 stacks of seeds and white flowers, I will get less than half a stack of bone meals. So it doesn't make any sense to just convert these to bone meal and compost them because it takes a lot of time to do that, and then I need to return them back to the system for what, like a couple of stacks of bone meal. During that time, I can just again AFK in my bone meal farm, and it gives me more than enough of the bone meal. So, yeah, that's it basically. It's going to dispense bone meal, and then there is a hopper clock every couple of seconds. It's going to just wash all of these flowers away, and it just continues. And all of the cornflowers, they will end up in here. I have already ran this for a couple minutes, more than a couple minutes actually, because I have like about 4 or 5 cauliflower shulker boxes right now in my storage system. So now, very nice. We can just leave this guy in here, and once in a while, I can just come up and get more than enough of cauliflowers that I want. And yeah, there it is. You see, like with all these seeds and wildflowers, we're gonna get so few bone meals that it doesn't worth making them into bone meal. So yeah, let me just throw these away because I don't like my inventory to look messy. But yeah, let's get back. Let's get back to the base. I already have gathered enough of the coniflowers. And let's try to make all the dyes that we need. Right, look what I got. There we go, purple, blue, light blue, and cyan, and I have other dyes already. By the way, the trading hall is done. You think I forgot? You think that I rage quitted last time and I did not continue working on it? Actually, I'm really excited to show you guys the progress of the trading hall. So let's quickly go up in here. Nice. Well, I just got rid of the piston door because I really couldn't fit it in here. But yeah, guys, look at this. It looks a bit spooky. And that's the thing. Like, I know that I said I want to go with steampunk style, But somehow, when it comes to the trading hall and enchanting area, or even potion brewery, I cannot think about something other than like religious vibes or magical vibes, like having arches and having like patterns and I don't know, like candles all over the place. So yeah, this time I decided to go with something a bit magical with all these flying candles. And oh, by the way, this is Sir Polksalot. This is the zombie that helped us with zombifying all the villagers. So I thought, yeah, I'm gonna keep this guy around. So yeah, and since he pokes a lot, I named him Sir Pokes a Lot. Anyways, let me show you the functions of the trading hall. So you have already seen the villager swapper in the previous episode. This is not a there is no change on this one. I just got rid of all the labels by the way because well there is still minor changes that I need to do, like especially in here with the villager breeder. That guy is also zombified, so I need to think about it. But that can wait for later. But yeah, this is something quite cool because I have a locked shelf, well, a double shelf and a single shelf that they are locked, and then we can just easily swap the emeralds and books to trade with everyone else. And if I want to trade with these guys, with the farmers, I can use pumpkins and melons easily, and I can just swap them back. And then if there is any leftover, I can just put it in here. And if the chest is completely full, I need to actually go up in here and then put it in here, which is fine. Then we have a small shulker swapper, which I can just get all the carrots because, well, you will trade about a whole shulker box of carrots with farmers. Matter of fact, let's quickly do that. It has been quite some time that I haven't traded with these guys. So now I can just put the carrots back in here or continue trading. But once I'm done, with the press of a button, I can get I can get a new shulker box in here. What I can do is just with a simple click on the note block, it's going to give me a full shulker box of carrots. Very nice, very nice. I really like the vibe in here. It's a bit dark, especially with the shaders. With shader, it looks so much cooler than this. I mean, everything with shader looks much more cooler. But let me actually show you guys with shaders. This is, by the way, first time that I'm using shaders. I never had this before. With the with one of the texture packs, I think it is called Prime HD. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Prime HD texture. It looks so much cooler than this. I really like the menu with Prime HD and the fonts. Actually, let's play for the rest of this episode with shader on. I usually don't want to do that, but I think it's cool to do it at least sometimes for fun. Sir, can one of you guys just take all these carrots from me? No, they can't. So that's fine. I'm just gonna put it in here because why not? Now there are a couple of other projects that I would love to finish, which is in the Nether. So if you remember, we did some stuff about the video skeleton farm. We have the platform, but there is no killing chamber, no delivery service. And also off camera, I made a cage for the blaze spawners, which is actually double blaze spawners. Oh, get away, you stupid alley! I'm talking here. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I have already made the chambers for the blaze spawners. So we need to use minecarts to just move them in the killing chamber. So yeah, that's what we would like to do. Before that, let's just finish the ender chest, and let me show you how I would like to do the ender chest. So first of all, I don't just keep all the blocks in the game in my ender chest because, well, there are blocks that are variants of other blocks, and I usually just keep the source block. So for example, I don't keep stairs in my inventory. I just have stone or I don't know bricks. So I can just craft them into stairs. Of course, it's a couple of extra steps, but on the other hand, I can have more amount of the source block that I need because not necessarily I need to keep stack of stairs, but if I keep a stack of bricks, one stack more of bricks, then that means that I can get more of just one stack of stairs if I need it. And let's be honest, if I need a large amount of stuff, I just come and get them from my storage. Otherwise, for these small projects, just having a couple number of blocks would be enough. So now, let's get, well, 19 shulker boxes. Oh, by the way, I moved my shulker crafter in here, and that guy is a trash can over there. So I can have my shulkers from here. So now, what do we need? 19 shulker boxes. So let's say this is one, and then this is 18. Well, I need two more. Let's put these two down, and there we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 4, 16, and there we go. With 3, this is 19. Let's dye them and also name them. Alright, all sorted out. We have all these shulker boxes. I don't know why did I make two utility boxes. Apparently I forgot that I already have one. But yeah. So, and this is one extra, which is a wallet, which will contain all my diamonds. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw this away because, yeah, as I said, I built two utility boxes and they're not really filled with anything. Well, only my redstone and I think my survival box, and obviously my armor and rocket, and then the rest of them are just empty. But then we're gonna do that soon. But not today, because, as I said, we have two unfinished forms, which is Wither Skellies and Blazes. Because if I want to do my brewery, I will need a lot of blaze rods. So having a blaze farm is quite necessary, and obviously for the beacons in the future, and with the rose for the black dye, of course, I need to have the Wither roses. All right, the blaze farm is done. You might be wondering why there are two blocks missing from here because the stupid gas just shot it. But anyways, so how does this work? This is the place that I need to stand so I can activate both of the blaze spawners, and you can just flick the lever, stand here, and just swing. Easy. It's going to deliver you all the blazes that you need. There are a few adjustments that I need to do. For example, putting a I don't know, a carpet or something in here because XP as you see is stocking there. Also, maybe I need to change the path of these rails and take these blazes through about like 30 or 40 blocks. So they suffocate, and with just one swing, I can get rid of them. Because that is quite important, especially for the blazes. Because as you see, if I swing and I don't kill them, then they're going to alarm everyone, and they're going to aggro, and they're going to fly high. Therefore, the dispenser, the rail, is not going to pick them up. Well, that is for well later. That's gonna be my future problem. I heard the stupid gas. Let me just get rid of this guy. This is now personal because they did this to my chamber. Anyways, now, what is the next project? So, it has been quite some time that we built these platforms. but then we really haven't worked on it. So it is just in here with no killing chamber, no nothing. And well, the place of this fortress is not really ideal because, as you see, like there is quite a lot of spawn proofing needed. If I put my killing chamber down in here, like brother, I'm not going to spawn proof all this area. So what I was thinking is maybe a new design for the video skeleton farm. And by that I mean using these guys. Well, you cannot see them, but yeah, there it is. Using these guys. So as you know, buddy, I'm talking. Just yeah, thank you. So as you know, Wither Skellies, they really like, or well, in this case, they dislike the iron golems, so they pathfind to them, and we can use this mechanic for yeah, just leading them to wherever we want. So I was thinking maybe what I can do is if I have a bunch of iron golems in here, which they are just visible from one side, what happens is they're going to look at the ouch, they're going to look at the iron golem, and then they're going to pathfind to it, and then somehow we're going to take the line of sight from the video skeletons to the iron golems, so they're not going to see them anymore. So they're going to pathfind to the next iron golem, and next iron golem, and next one, until they will reach to the very end of this. Dudes, just stop it. This is what I also need to think about, by the way, because skeletons also like this. So I need to just close them off from each side. But anyways, as I was saying, the wither skeletons will pathfind to this place, and then lastly they will drop off here, and they will go to a portal, which that portal has another iron golem behind it, so that they can pathfind to the portal, and then they go to the overworld, and then in the overworld they see another iron golem, pathfind to it, they go to another portal, which takes them up in here. Not really precisely in here. I still need to figure out where the AFK spot should be. But so yeah, they go through the portal, they spawn in here, and that's where we can kill them. So I need a lot of iron. I need some piston and some pressure plate stuff. So let's get into it. Right, we just finished all the chambers, so let me walk you guys through it. Although there is a slight problem of having these guys, blazes. I need to open my replay mode and see where they are respawning, because that's not nice for these guys. Blazes can aggro on the iron golems, and they're going to shoot them these fire charges, or whatever they're called. So yeah, that's not nice. But let me show you what this is and how does these chambers they work. So we have iron golems in here, like next to the platform. Let me fly out to the other side, like here maybe. So we have all these iron golems next to the platform on the both levels and on the both sides, like you see. So what happens is when a wither skeleton they spawn, they see the golems, they walk towards them, but then there is a pressure plate over there which extends this piston, and this is going to take the line of sight from them, and then therefore they're going to see the next golem, walk to them, same thing happens until they reach here and they see this golem. And for this one we don't have any piston because we want them to fall down. As you see, like already there were a couple of them in here. There was a portal, but it's not lit up yet because that's what we want to do next. So let me get out of this spawn sphere and come back. so you can see this better. Alright, I'm gonna also turn on my hitbox. Yeah, there we go. They're walking in here. They don't see the golem anymore. And then they will walk to the next one. Right now they are seeing me, so that's why they changed their path. But yeah, there we go. They see this guy and then they fall down. Now, what we want to do is I need to get out of here. Yeah, that's where I want to go. So I need to make a couple of portals. Actually, I think I don't have my obsidian. So yeah, let me go back and get my obsidian from here. It was in one of these shortcut boxes, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Do I need anything else? Yeah, maybe a couple of slabs and building blocks. Because we do need to make a platform up there. I would rather to use glass actually. Because it should not be spawnable. But also I want to have a better look than just stone slabs. So now, let's uh, get lost, you stupid ghast. Ouch, my face. So now, this is how we should link the portals, because there will be like two portals on the overworld and two portals on the nether roof. Well, not two portals on the nether roof, but the two in general in nether, which we already have one, which is exactly below this one. And it is, I think, 125 levels below. Yeah, there we go. So this guy is in, let me see, what is your coordinate, sir? It is on 63, and now I'm standing on 187. Um, and then if we go here, that is 124 block, right? Actually, it is supposed to be. Although no, this is fine. It doesn't really matter. That is the main portal that should be exactly 128 blocks away, which is yeah 190. Well, the bottom of the portal comes here, so 191. And there is something important that you need to know, which is where in a chunk this portal should be. So if I stand in here and if I open my chunk border, like you see, this portal is the portal in the bottom is 2 blocks away from the side of the chunk. Which, by the way, it happened on accident. I wasn't really meant to do this, but when I built the chamber, I was like, oh dang, I forgot to put it on the correct spot in the chunk. So now I need to move the iron golem on the bottom. And then that's gonna add more travel time for the wither skeleton and stuff. But then suddenly I turned on my chunk portal and I was like, oh, this is actually in exact spot that it has to be. So yeah, that's one thing that you need to know. The portal needs to be 2 blocks away from the side of the chunk. So the second portal comes exactly on the other chunk. So now let's quickly make this portal. There we go. It needs to be just a normal 2x3 portal. Nothing really crazy. There we go. Up. And do not turn the portals on unless you have all the portals. So this is going to be my AFK spot. I'm going to replace it with glass soon. That's fine. Now, what we need to do is we need to go 21 blocks away to that direction, to the south. So let's also quickly do that. 20 block from this block. Now, what we can do is build our portal right in here. So it's going to be on top of this one. Now what we need to do is we need to light this portal up, and not the other one, and then we need to find the exact coordinates of the portal which we made in the bottom on the overworld, and build it high in the sky, matching coordinates of this one. So let me see. This one was on 73. Let's see. It's in 73, 36, 365. So yeah. So let's put these coordinates in the chat. 73. And then the var level doesn't matter for this portal. The var level of the portal that we just made up in the sky is important, and then minus 365. So this is what we need to multiply by 8 in the overworld and build a portal in this x and z coordinates with the y level of this one, minus 1. So now let's actually this one, sorry. Yeah, so let's light this portal up. There we go. And then we're gonna go through this one. So now we can leave this one here for now, so we can get in and out without getting in and out of the actual portals that are supposed to be for the Wither skellies. But yeah, let's just leave this one in here for now, and we have 73, 191, and minus 365, which these two needs to be multiplied by 8, which is 584. So let's find that. It's going to be like this way. 584 and 2 and minus 2920. Oh wow, this is not the best place to be. It's right next to this to the villager outpost or pillager outpost. So 584 and then minus 20. I need to go up in here. So let me quickly get rid of these guys. All right, minus 20 and 84 actually in here. Now we need to go high until 190. So the other portal is in 191. We want to be one lower. So let's go up. All right, there we go. So this is 190. This is where the high portal needs to be. And for the low portal, we need to look south, which is that direction, which is where we came from. Like my other portal is somewhere around here. Let me actually quickly go and check this one. Yeah, there it is. This is the other portal, right? Yeah. So this is important because we need to make two portals in here. One is higher and then one is one block lower. Ouch, ouch. Don't die, buddy. Let me go back. Let me go back in here. Yeah, flying on the scaffolding is interesting. So now we need to look south, which is that direction, and we need to go 10 blocks to south. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And this is where we want to make the lower portal. And it needs to be like a 3 wide portal. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 4. There we go. So there it is. We have our 3 wide portal. Now make sure to put also blocks on the sides because we don't want the Wither skellies to fall down. Same here. There we go. And I would suggest you to put 4 blocks in here and here as well because we're going to use lava. Why lava, you may ask? Because, well, we want to slow down the Wither skellies, so when they get out of this portal, they don't immediately rush into the next portal, because there will be a iron golem over there. Because, believe it or not, portal has a cooldown, so if a mob passes through a portal and immediately goes to the next portal, especially for the Wither skeletons, which they are capable of sprinting, they can get into the next portal much faster. Therefore, they're not going to teleport through the portal and get back to the Nether. Therefore, we need to use either cobweb or lava. I have tried to use cobweb before, but it's not the best because when a wither skeleton loses their aggro, they're gonna go this direction and they're like, oh, I'm not interested anymore. They get back, but the problem is they're going to push the rest of the wither skellies back to the cobweb, and they're going to slow down everyone. While if they put lava, the lava has a float. They cannot fight back the lava, and they try to go into the lava, but then both lava and rest of the Wither skellies will push them away, and they were like, oh, there is a golem over there, I'm gonna go there. So yeah, lava is a better choice than cobweb when it comes to slowing down the mobs that they don't get damaged by the lava. So now, what we need to do, we need to make a two-wit portal in here. And there we go. So like this, and then this, and then let me go up in here. I am out of obsidian. Fascinating. So let me go quickly. Maybe how many obsidian do I need? Okay, alright, that's fine. I mean, we can just cut the corners. I'm sorry, Ito. We have to do this. I don't want to just go get all the obsidians from my storage system. Let me actually. I mean, we can just break this portal. That's also fine. All right, let's get back up in here. Now that they all have no corners, let's get rid of the corner of this one as well. Maybe in here. Oh look, I can have a portal. Now, we need to also slab in here because we want them to go up. This looks ugly. Now, let me also break my bed. So I believe that's it. It is kind of done. So, if I turn this guy on and this on, and I should not go through this. By the way, I need much more lava. Let's see. I mean, it's fine. Everything's fine. So now, if I go from the other portal, and then I need to turn both of the portals on, what I also need to do is to block the other portal on the bottom, because the video skills can come through it, and I don't want it right now. So yeah, let's quickly do that too. Maybe I can just go here and get some lava. I mean, I'm in the Nether, right? So why can't I go down? All right, nice. Let's go down in here. Hopefully there is no skeletons in here. Actually, hopefully there is. Oh wow, there is a bunch of them. Cool. Let's see. Do I want to YOLO it? No, of course not. I don't want to lose my stuff. Let me do it safe way. I mean, we are in the Nether, and I have just one totem. I don't want to lose my stuff. Okay, let's see. Ouch! I hear gas. Stupid gas! Don't see me, please. Ah, gosh darn it. Where is the? There was a corner which I could go from it. Where did this guy spawn in? Yeah, we need to do better work on spawn proofing the fortress. I can see a bunch of wither skellies spawning out of the this corner, which means we might or might not have leakage. So yeah, there it is. So what I want to do is I would like to block this for now. There we go. Sorry guys, I'm doing it in a coward way because I honestly don't want to lose my stuff. So yeah. Now I'm gonna go down in here. Let's just get rid of these guys. Nice. Okay, cool. If any Wither skills spawn, can they go up? No. Let's put these. Alright, let's make sure to get all these blocks. Let's light this up as well. Be careful not to go through it, we don't want that. So now, let's test all the portals. Cool. Let's also close this off. We don't want the Wither killers get out of this portal. This is where the killing chamber will be. But for now, I will just block this off. And make sure to block the other side of the portal, behind the portal. Now, if I go through this portal and then go high in, was it this way? Yeah, there we go. Let me get rid of the lava for now. Now, if I go through this guy, I expect to show up in the nether roof. And I did. If I go back, I should come from this portal, that's fine. But then this one should not take me to the bottom portal. So this also needs to come up from the one in the nether roof. Alright. Perfect. Now the only portal that we need to test is the one in the bottom. That one needs to also take me to the overworld, but in the portal that is one block lower. It's crazy that in such a short amount of time, all these guys are spawned up there. Now, we can go through this portal, and I should come out of the portal in the overworld that is one block lower, the 3-bit portal. There we go. This is a white portal. Nice. Let me actually close this off because it looks much nicer if there is stuff in here. And you know what? I'm gonna put an obsidian in here. Cool. Now we need to make another golem behind this, which I just noticed that I forgot to bring my iron stuff. But before doing that, let me quickly go 1 and 2 and just have the platform ready for the golem. Then we can go also in here. The golem is supposed to be in this one. So do I have wool? No, I have nothing. Let me go just quickly get my stuff for the thingy with the thingy. Oh my god! So many video scaries. Jesus. Yeah, let's just do it in the short way. Oh yeah, this one, we go here, let's put some walls. Cool, now let's quickly make the column. Cool. Let's carve this pumpkin. There we go. And then what I can do, I need to build the walls 2 blocks high actually, for no reason. Alright, it's fine. That's it basically. So I need to also get rid of these blocks. Like this one, and this one. And then what I can do is, well, technically speaking, I need 2 buckets of lava. Do I see any lava in here? Let me quickly go down in, not 2 blocks, but 3 blocks of lava. Two is also fine. I can just put them on the sides. Yeah, 2 is also fine. Yeah, there we go. Here and here. Yeah, this is also fine. Doesn't necessarily need to be 3 buckets of lava. But yeah, let me just get rid of these guys. Cool. Let's go to this portal. Now, if we open up the thingy, the bottom portal, then we should surely see the Vida Rescalis start spawning up in here. I will make the killing chamber later. Because I need to come up with a proper storage solution, since it gives us bone and charcoals and not charcoals but coals and the Vida Rescali heads. And I would like to have crafter for them, and maybe even shulker loader, especially for the bone and the coals, because it produces so much coal that you probably will need shulker loader. But yeah, we'll figure it out. So that's not gonna be in this episode, but I only want to see if they are spawning up in here, well, teleporting up in here. So let's get rid of all these guys. I can also get rid of these, and then maybe I can just replace this with glass blocks. There we go. This is the AFK spot right underneath the chamber. So they fall down in here, somewhere in here, in fact. And then we can just, yeah, swing it then. Let me remove these two so they can actually fall down, and I can just swing in here. It can be also even 1 block lower, but that's fine. Cool. Now it is time for testing the farm. There was a head over there, but that's fine. We don't care. We're going to get so much head. Right. Anyways, let's go up the nether roof again for the 1,000th time. Whoop. And bump my face into it, and it wasn't successful as usual. Now, if I stand in here, I expect any soon for the Vida Rescalis to show up. Okay, let's also turn on the heat box so I can see better. And we need to also fix this patch. And I think there was another patch somewhere in here. Alright, they're going down, they're teleporting. Yeah, there it is. We already have a couple of them. And then they're going to just push each other, and they will, yeah, fall down the portal. Right, so I will work on the killing chamber later. I just wanted to finish up the farm because it was left behind for quite a long time. But the killing chamber is just fine. We can just do it very soon. But I would rather just do it off camera because, yeah, you know, it's redstone on camera. It's not the best thing. But you can already see behind me, like all these video skeletons, they are showing up. After making the storage, I will also let you guys know what is the rate of this phone. Cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was a lot of farming, I know, but I think it was time to finish up the Blaze farm and the video skeleton farm because, well, I want to start digging and I need much more beacons. So, yeah, I think it's good to have a source of video skeleton heads. Otherwise, just going through the fortress and do this manually is not the best way to do it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment. If you're enjoying my content, do not forget to subscribe. And until next episode, this is Yellow Man.